Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to do something a slightly bit different way than I've done it in the past. Usually I would haul products that I got from Ulta Sephora, etc. And I would just hold them up and show them. But in today's video, I thought I would change it up a bit. I'm going to haul the products, but afterwards I am going to be applying some of them to my face, kind of as a demo, kind of first impressions, if you will. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe down below so you don't miss new videos like this, and we'll get into it. So I guess I'll start with Sephora first, just because I got a couple of holiday sets and I was excited about both of these sets. So I'm really excited to show you guys as well. The first set is this set. It is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask set. And this set was $28, which I thought was really reasonable. The full-size lip sleeping mask is $20 by itself. And in this set, you get the full size right here of the lip sleeping mask in their regular flavor. And then you also get 3 sample sizes of their other flavors, which I had mentioned in a Will I Buy It that I had wanted to try the other flavors. So perfect set for me. I'll get a lot of use out of this. I'm almost done my first lip sleeping mask, the full size. So this holiday set came just at the right time. The other set I got is a Sephora Cream Lip Stain collection set. In here you get 6 full sizes of the Sephora Lip Cream Stain lipsticks, and I've been wanting to try these for some time. I just never got around to buying one. So when I saw this set on there, I was super excited because this gives me a nice range of colors to try from this instead of just picking like a random one off the website, So super happy about this little kit. And I also will be doing an entire dedicated lip swatch video with these. I love holiday sets. And then I picked up another Sephora collection brush. I have a couple. I have a blush one, I have like a dual fiber one, and I think I have an eye blending one. But the one I picked up this time was the Pro Airbrush Detail number 57. This looks like that. It's a nice little dense brush that I thought would be great for under eye concealer, because I think that'll get right in crease of my eyes really well and around really well without being too large. And I didn't have one similar to this, so I picked it up. It wasn't too expensive, I don't think. I mean, Sephora brushes are kind of a little pricey in my opinion, but I don't think it was too bad. And then I also picked up an eyeshadow palette. This is the Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. This is the Emerald Obsessions. So if you have not seen one of these before, they are a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. And these Gemstone Obsessions palettes are holiday release, I believe, so they are limited edition. And I enjoy the regular 9-pan palettes from Huda Beauty, so I definitely want to pick one of these up. Super excited about it. That is $27, just like their other Obsessions palettes. And then I also did get 2 little samples. One was a 100-point perk and one was a promo code. So when I made my order, one of the promo codes that they had going on was for a mini of the Kopari coconut melt. So it's like a cleansing balm kind of thing. And Kopari I've been really interested in. They've been kind of talked about a lot recently. So I'm really glad to have this. I've never tried something along these lines, so I'm excited to try it. It's not like me buying the whole thing and not liking it. So I thought this was a great little promo code. And I have tried and I'm currently using their natural deodorant, which I do enjoy as well. And then I did use this on my face today. I am already wearing foundation and powder and bronzer, but before I did that, I did put this on my skin. It is the Kale and Spinach Green Tea Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer Age Prevention Moisturizing Cream from Youth to the People. So that's the little box it came in. And then this is the little sample size. Like I said, put this on my face today before foundation, and you don't need to use a lot at once. And it does have a natural smelling scent to it, so keep that in mind. But it's going so well so far. I mean, I've only worn it for an hour, but now moving on to Ulta. This purchase was fueled by the Ulta points system because I had saved up a good amount of points, so I wanted to spend it on a little something that I couldn't like get myself to buy without my points. And I think also they were having 3 times points at the time I made this purchase. So the thing I used most of my points on was the Friendcation Desi x Katy Dose of Colors collab eyeshadow palette. This shiny, beautiful thing is the outside packaging. So that's what the inside looks like. It's kind of blinding you. Sorry about that. I really wanted this palette even though, you know, a lot of people had already talked about it. It was $55, which I feel is like higher end, like almost too much for an eyeshadow palette, but because I had the points, it was 3 times the points. I picked that up, and also from the same collection, the Desi x Katy Dose of Colors collection, I got the Fuego highlighter, which they did do with their first collaboration, but I never picked it up. It has the same outer packaging, and I think they explain it like a soft gold champagne color, so hopefully this won't be too dark on my skin. I did try the I Love Sarah E and Dose of Colors collaboration highlighter in Soulmate, and I really, really like it, so that was more incentive to buy that highlighter. And then also, I was gonna bite the bullet and buy the NYX glitter primer because I've been finding with some shadows, and especially with like the new palette I just picked up from Dose of Colors, I was feeling like maybe there will be some fallout situations, and I don't want that because usually I do my base before I do my eyes. I don't know, it's just my process, I guess. But this had just released on Ulta's website, so I went with this even though it was more expensive. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glitter Adhesive. I like the method that you apply this as well. It's kind of like a nail polish where you unscrew the cap and it has a brush, so you just kind of paint it on instead of putting it on with your finger like you do the NYX one. So happy I grabbed that. I did pick up a Flower Beauty called Camo. It's a cream shadow, so kind of like a Steal a Glitter and Glow kind of deal. But I've been hearing some good things about these, and I do like Flower Beauty, so I ended up picking up this one as well. So those are all the things I picked up at Sephora and Ulta recently. That's a nice big collective haul. Now I'm going to get into the try-on portion of the video. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but let's get into it. So first off, I'm gonna try the new like little concealer brush that I got. And I'm just gonna use the concealer that I have been using most recently. And that's the Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer. And I have the shade Fair. Apply that on my under eye, kind of in that sort of area. A little on my nose because it's always red. And I'm gonna use this as like an eyeshadow primer today. Usually I use my Smashbox lid primer, but that's not out right now. So we're gonna roll with this. All right, so I'm just gonna take this and start blending. I hope this works because I've been looking for the perfect like under eye concealer type brush, and I forget who I saw using it. But I was like, that's genius. That looks perfect for me, so yeah, I bought it. So I'm just kind of patting that in, trying not to take it down too far or too far out, but. So just doing that, I can tell already that this is probably gonna be perfect, you know? It's dense, but it's not too dense, you know, so it blends it out really easily. All right, so I did put a little bit of powder over my concealer. With this one, I don't usually need to, but because I'm using new shadows, it'll be a little bit easier to brush off if I get any fallout. So that's where my mind is going with that one. What I think I'm gonna do is use like a couple like of the really basic shades out of the Dose of Colors palette to like set my concealer and do like the transition. So I'll probably use Basic and Necessary. So with that being said, I'm just going to take a blending brush and take that first shade called Basic and just run that over my entire eyelid just to set the little bit of concealer I put on there. I suppose maybe if you have a really light skin tone, you might be able to get away with that as a transition. Now I'm going to take this little fluffy Moda crease brush and I'm going to take that shade called Necessary, tap it off, and run this in my crease. Just as like a light transition-y color, because in the Emerald Obsessions palette, it doesn't really have like a light transition. Like, you could definitely use some of the colors as a transition if I'm just trying this out, you know. I don't want to go too out of the box. I don't know if that makes sense, but when I'm trying new makeup, I'm not gonna create like a look that I am not comfortable creating, because I don't think that's fair to the eyeshadow palettes. If I, you know, tend to mess up, I'll blame the palette when really it's probably my skill at doing that particular eye look. So what I like to do is keep it simple in the beginning and then kind of like work my way up. All right, so those shades are really beautiful, but you know, it's nothing revolutionary, but they definitely work really good. They're very consistent with Dose of Colors mattes. This palette is supposedly, like, the shimmers are their block party eyeshadows, which are $20 each. So I can see why this palette is probably a little more pricey. Now I'm going to move on to the Emerald Obsessions palette. Next I'm going to take another blending brush, and I think what I want to take is the like emerald green matte color. I'm going to put that in my crease, starting like at the outer edge and moving in, because I don't want a ton of product too close to the inner corner. Girl, that looks real good. This one has more shimmers than her other Obsessions as well. Just taking note of that. There's a matte, like really light green and a brown. All right, there's like that emerald shimmer, and I think I'm gonna put that in the outer V. All right, so I'm gonna take like a smudge brush and pick up that green. Like, this isn't a metallic shade, it's more like a satin. So I think going in the crease will be okay. All right, so that deepened it up. I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush we were using with the like emerald matte, and I'm gonna blend the edges with it. Okay, so I ended up bringing this one higher than this one was, so I had to like even them out. Hopefully they're doing okay now. But okay, so using those two shades, I don't have any fallout, so that's good. Now I got that cream shadow from Flower Beauty, which is like an army green. So I think what I'm going to do is apply this to my lid. I was gonna use the glitter adhesive with one of the shimmer shadows, but I think I'm gonna go this way. So I'm gonna apply Camo, the Flower Beauty liquid shadow, onto my eyelid. It's a nice little applicator. Kind of looks like a liquid lipstick kind of deal. So I'm just going to let that dry and set so it doesn't transfer too much. I mean, it did already transfer a little, but that was me. So if I get transfer like that, I just take a spoolie, honestly, and flick it away once it's dry. Okay, so that is now applied, and it went on very smooth. It's not as glittery as the Stila Glitter and Glow is, but it's still really pigmented. It's really, this color is really quite dark. I was gonna go with like a gold or like a champagne color, but I've just been feeling the green vibes lately, and I decided to get this one, but it goes with this eyeshadow palette really well. So I realized that I look a little bit crazy and the green was not blended out that good. But it was my first shot using this cream shadow. But yeah, let's just disregard that for now. So now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. And I'm just going to smoke it out a little bit just because the top's really smoky. So I'm going to take that first green color that we used and put that on the lower lash line, connecting it with the outer corner. And then I'm just going to take that other green shade that we used and put it on the outer third of my lower lash line. Alrighty, and now for the inner corner, I think I'm going to take the highlight that I bought from Dose of Colors. So why don't we highlight while we're at it? So again, this is the collaboration with Desi and Katy and Dose of Colors, and this is in the color Fuego. And I'm going to take this little Milani highlighting brush that I got from Walmart. It looks a lot like the Anastasia highlighting brush, whatever that's called. So I was excited when I found this because it was obviously less expensive. So now I was worried this was going to be too dark for my skin tone, but actually it's working really well. I feel like this is a buildable formula and not like an overall putting down too much. Yeah, I feel like that highlight really brightened up this eye look. Now all I have to do is mascara and lippy, and I'm going to try one of the Sephora ones that I just got. So I'm going to put on mascara and be right back. Alright guys, so I added some mascara and I used one of these Sephora cream lip stains, and I used the color number 23. It's this like neutrally cool tone kind of mauve color. I think it goes really well with the green. And let me tell you, on first impression, I should have tried those sooner, okay? Because that went on great. It was easy to apply and it smells like vanilla cupcakes. Alright, so that wraps up my video doing a try on Sephora and Ulta haul. I hope you enjoyed. I used some from a little bit of everything. Used that cream shadow, used the highlight from Dose of Colors, a couple colors out of the Dose of Colors Desi Katy collection eyeshadow palette, and the Emerald Obsessions by Huda Beauty, and one of the Sephora lip stains. So if you enjoy this type of content, subscribe down below and I will see you real soon. Bye!